Estamos en Tucumán. Hacemos la etapa 3 y vamos a Jujuy.
Welcome to Dakar 2017. The scenery was breathtaking as the rally hit the heights on stage 3, but what a tough stage it was going to be for the competitors. Navigation proving easier said than done. It's time for the Dakar to go off-road and uphill in this third outing between San Miguel de Tucumán and San Salvador de Jujuy. If one thing has characterised the first few days of this 2017 Dakar, it's been the scorching heat that the riders and the drivers have had to endure in Paraguay and Argentina. In temperatures frequently approaching 40 degrees Celsius, the race organisers have made it a priority to ensure that all competitors get plenty of water on board so that they can stay hydrated. They also have a chance to cool off during the stages.
With the heat and the dust today, the conditions are very tough for the bike riders. They've told us they've been having some trouble breathing because of getting dust in their mouths. So we're focusing on two things: hydration and cooling down their bodies.
Well, the competitors are certainly feeling the heat, but things are set to change in the coming days though. When the rally reaches the Altiplano in Bolivia tomorrow, it'll be the cold and no longer the heat that the drivers will have to contend with. Beautiful. Previously in the bikes, stage 2 was all about the need for speed as the top riders tore through northern Argentina at up to 180 kilometers an hour. Xavier de Sultre showed off his pace in spite of a close encounter of the bovine kind. The best thing is I'm not going flat out, I can go even faster. Paulo Gonçalves impressed again in third place. I don't feel too much pressure, so I'm going to attack every day. Stage winner Toby Price in a class of his own.
It's good. It's always good to get a stage win in Dakar. Hopefully a few more to come, but we'll see.
There are two special sections in today's stage, separated by a neutralised zone rising 5,000 metres above sea level. The bikes, quads and cars will complete 364 kilometres of special, while it's 199 for the trucks. All in all, 780 kilometres to cover. Well, the Jujuy region providing a stunning setting for what promises to be a very tough stage indeed. We haven't seen too much of Stefan Svitko just yet. Last year's runner-up lurking in 7th place going into this one. Meanwhile, Honda's Joan Barreda was a man on a mission, as his rivals would soon discover. After his excellent stage win yesterday, it was defending champion Toby Price who opened the road on stage 3. But the wonder from Down Under wasn't going to have it all his own way this time around. The Australian eventually losing a lot of time, as well as his overall lead.
Yeah, the first part of the road book was definitely tricky, and I think we all kind of got a little bit out of whack in there, got a little bit lost, and then had to kind of climb our way back from there.
Well, things weren't going much better for his KTM teammate Matthias Volkner, who'd already suffered a 5-minute penalty yesterday for speeding in the link zone. The Austrian also well off the pace. So the top guns struggling, but they weren't the only ones. It quickly became apparent that it was going to be very difficult navigating through the dusty wilderness. Rider number 8, Gerard Fares of Himoinsa, getting into a spot of bother, although at least he had some company in the form of Yamaha's Rodney Fagata. Diego de Plessis finished 25th in his maiden Dakar last year. The Argentine also joining the fun in what was turning into a crazy start to this first special. Another home hopeful, Franco Caimi, flying the flag for the Honda South America Rally team this year, and he also took a tumble. Paulo Gonçalves were perhaps the most high-profile casualty, but the Honda man recovered to finish 5th, although he found it tough dealing with the change in altitude. Well, close to 5,000 metres above sea level. It was really difficult. I had a major headache because of the altitude. Heading into the final part of the stage, and the surprise package, Frenchman Pierre-Alexandre René, the 32-year-old, coming in 3rd to move up from 19th to 8th overall. Sam Sunderland had a much better day than his KTM teammates Price and Wagner. The British rider coming in 2nd. He also goes 2nd in the overall standings. And yet he was an incredible 13 minutes and 29 seconds adrift off the day's winner, Joan Barreda. It was a truly stunning performance from the Honda leader to win the stage and move into a commanding overall lead. There's still a long way to go, but Barreda has blown the 2017 Dakar wide open. I just want to carry on with the same strategy. Control, of course, but also make the best of the situation and try to attack. I'll just try to do the best that I can. Fantastic stuff then from Barreda. 4 hours, 22 minutes and 41 seconds, 13 minutes clear of Sunderland, with René, Pablo Quintanilla and Gonçalves making up the top 5. Here's how the overall rankings look. Toby Price now at 17 minutes and 19 seconds off the pace. Meanwhile, there was a big shake-up in the quads. This third stage also causing all kinds of headaches for the quad riders. Navigation becoming tricky. Some of those people who had been really firing in the first couple of stages. Marcelo Medeiros, the overall leader Pablo Capetti, and Paraguayan hope Nelson Sanabria getting into all sorts of trouble, losing a lot of time in the dust and sand. Ahead of the first special section, Argentine Gaston Gonzalez was the leader and looked to be heading for victory ahead of Walter Nasiglia of Bolivia and Ignacio Casale, the 2014 winner.
Like the Dakar, the huge Calchaquí Valley passes from Tucumán to Jujuy with its mountain deserts and rainforests. It was an important region for the ancient indigenous people, notably the holy city of Quilmes. Dating back to the 9th century, these ruins are all that is left after the inhabitants were invaded first by the Incas and then by the Spanish. This final battle led to an exodus, meaning the great city was left a ghost town. But these incredible ruins still stand for us to see en route. Paraguay for stage 1, Nasser Al-Attiyah had a big scare, setting the quickest time and his engine on fire.
When you see some smoke or some flame, you know, you think immediately it's a game over.
Nasser continued, but it was game over for Chevy Ponce, who crashed his Ford in stage 2 and had to retire. Punctuated by muddy water splashes, long sections of stage 2 were very fast.
It's a straight line, so then it's good for drag racing, but not for rally.
Happy with these long straights, Sebastian Loeb. Completely flat out, over 200 kilometers an hour, long straights with bumps, but the car absorbed it all and it was good. The first stage in Argentina was wild.